I'm starting to get the impression that Dan Slott's actually secretly in love with diversity in comics. If you take a look at his Twitter timeline, in between posts about Trump and taking a knee, the only thing comics related is about diversity in comics. And it's him pushing his new narrative. This is the narrative that Dan Slott wants to push right now. Dan Slott says, according to him, that diversity in comics does not like Mags Vissagio because Mags Vissagio is trans. This is not true. And we've seen that this is not true. Why? Because every single criticism of Mags Vissagio has nothing to do with the fact that she is trans. Zero. There is not one instance of what's it called? Of him. And okay, so what Dan Slott does is he brings up one tweet. And it's a tweet where basically he says that it's a good thing that Mags Vissagio isn't going to procreate, essentially, because she's a child and that she's a childless weirdo. All right, childless weirdo. What I think is happening is that Dan Slott is focusing on the word, because this is the only thing that makes sense, that Dan Slott's focusing on the word weirdo. She's trans, he's calling her a weirdo, therefore the weirdo must be connected to the fact that Mags is trans, which isn't the case. Mags is a weirdo not because she's trans, she's a weirdo because she's an extreme leftist, she's an Antifa supporter, she condones people taking baseball bats to anyone who's not a leftist, and she has bedbugs, routinely, apparently. That's why she's a weirdo, not because she's trans. Her being trans has nothing to do with her being a weirdo, all right? And in fact, I think I'm actually upset at her because I think that she's utilizing her transness as a gimmick. As a gimmick. Kind of similar to how Kwanzaa was utilizing his blackness as a gimmick. Mags is utilizing her trans status as a gimmick. And so now, I think it really undermines like other trans people trying to get into the industry because now they're going to be conflated with her. Oh, you're trans? Well, we've experienced how stuff with Mags Vissagio and she's trans, so therefore we must have a similar experience to you. Maybe we don't want to take a gamble on you. Or if there really is tokenism going on, then it's like, oh, well, sorry, we already have a trans person, and we all know that trans only sell to trans markets, which isn't necessarily the case at all. It's just the fact that when Mags Vissagio, in particular, this particular author, seems to have no desire whatsoever to write to a general audience, and just needs to like bash over the head everybody with her politics, her extreme leftist politics, which I have zero sympathy for, zero. And I thought I was left-leaning. No, I have zero sympathy for these extreme leftists. But the fact of the matter is that this is what Dan Slott's doing. And Dan Slott is really trying to get Richard C. Meyer, a.k.a. The Butcher of Bellevue, or Jack the Ripper, or whatever he's being told he did next. He's really trying to get diversity in comics, either deplatform or just shut up, which was what I said all along. Threatening him didn't work, blackmailing him didn't work, befriending him seems to not work, so now we're going to try to go after anybody who agrees with him. And they're going to hope that the pressure around him stops everything. Which is not going to happen, and we've already seen, I'm not going to name the names, but we've already seen a couple of comics pros either go dark on social media, or even just flat out just say, no, I love the fans, which is actually very smart. When I saw one comic pro in particular doing that, I was like, that's genius. That's smart. All right, good. I think that's what we need to do. We need to support the pros that we like. We need to support certain people. One guy in particular who I like a lot, Ed Brisson. He's the one who's writing Iron Fist right now. I think he's doing a fantastic job at it. And he writes Old Man Logan and Cable. And these are three comics that have always gotten pretty good reviews. And he focuses on the story. Actually he's been always kind of silent on social media. What are his politics? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I care that he's writing good stories. He could be an extreme leftist for all I know, but he's writing good stories. I'm gonna read them. If Mags Vissagio did a 180 and started actually writing well, I would buy her stuff too. Problem is, her stuff is trash. Her writing is trash. She has no editor. Like, her editing is trash. Everything that she does, to me, is not good. I don't like it. I'm not going to spend $3.99 on it. That's my thing. My thing is, if I'm not, I don't judge something by, oh, it's good, it's okay, it's bad. No, I judge, is it worth the money I put into it? I work very hard for my money, and I keep a very, my pull list is very, very strictly, and I adhere strictly to it. So there's no room for error. There's no room for bad comics for me. Because I'm not going to waste $12 on bad comics. No, absolutely not. And Mags Vissagio, every time I see her name, I'm just like, oh, this is probably not worth my time. And then I look online, and oh, guess what? It's not worth my time. So Dan Slott, I don't know, you're an idiot. Like, honestly, just stop. It's time to stop. It's really time to stop with your nonsense. Stop trashing diversity in comics. Start doing your job. You know what? Don't even stop trying. You can continue trashing him, but do your job. Do your fucking job. That's all we really want. I'm not trying to silence you. I just want you to do your job, which you are obviously not doing. Spider-Man sales are literally just completists and people who don't know any better. The most popular book for the past like 30 years is now, I don't even think it's in the top 10 ever. You need to chill. You need to do your job. You need to learn to write. That's it for today. Like, share, subscribe. I might have another review up later. Don't know. But you can follow me at Trajan Channel. Shout out to the Discord. I'll catch you guys later.